This is Father Andrew Ritchie, and you're listening to Catholic Inspiration, a podcast from my website at studyprayserve.com. These homilies, presentations, and retreats form part of my ministry as a Catholic priest for the Diocese of Superior. And now I invite you to open your hearts to some Catholic inspiration. Today is Monday of the 11th week of the year. Our gospel reading is Matthew chapter 5, verses 38 to 42. Jesus said to his disciples, "You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, offer no resistance to one who is evil. When someone strikes you on your right cheek, turn the other one to him as well. If anyone wants to go to law with you over your tunic, hand him over your cloak as well. Should anyone press you into service for 1 mile, go with him for 2 miles. Give to the one who asks of you. Do not turn your back on one who wants to borrow." All right, so first, this eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. This particular passage that comes to us is taken from Exodus chapter 21, verse 24. It was meant to limit the amount of harm someone could do. It was meant to limit retribution. But what could easily happen is, you broke a bone? I'm going after you. In other words, retaliation, this sense here that we are somehow taking a personal vendetta. We're going to eke out every ounce of pain and suffering that we're legally allowed to do. That's missing the point here. And furthermore, Jesus kind of takes it off the table. You don't retaliate. That's not the way we go. We make an offering of our life. We don't seek vengeance. This notion here of, should anyone press you into service for 1 mile, give him 2 miles. We know someone in the scriptures that this happened to. It's Simon of Cyrene. Remember, Roman centurions had the right to take people in the areas that they had conquered and press them into service. Well, that's what happened. A couple of the Roman centurions saw Jesus wasn't able to carry his cross, and they didn't want to carry it, so they grabbed Simon of Cyrene out of the crowd. You carry it. What's the guy going to say? They've got spears and swords. So he picks up this heavy, blunt, stinking piece of wood and starts dragging it. Jesus is limping along off to the side. So here we're actually getting a sense of what's going to happen to Simon, pressed into service. Now I want to just make it clear here that we're not seeking to be doormats. We stand up for justice. We stand up for those on the margin. But what we're after here is this notion of retaliating, this notion of being stingy with our own service and response. We do not pay back evil with evil. Therein lies the heart of the matter. But instead, friends, we want that evil to stop and not be continuing on through our responses. We can't control someone else's evil. What we can control is how we respond to it. Yes, we stand up for justice and mercy. We stand up for right and wrong. We acknowledge good and evil. But we do not return evil with more evil. And that is a very, very powerful and practical spiritual insight. That the two harms don't make a right. Sometimes in our human nature, we really do want vengeance. Vengeance, not justice. Vengeance. We want to get back at somebody. And the passage here makes it clear that that's not a good way forward. It'll lead to destruction in our own souls. Because if we let evil into our heart, it will show up. It'll bring a whole family to make a nest in our head with lots more evil thoughts. That's why it takes tremendous discipline and a whole lot of prayer when we are confronting evil around us. The kind of prayer and discipline that helps us to have a vigilance and an awareness of what's going on around us. To be able to see clearly so that we do not respond rashly, but rather our responses are always guided by Christ. Yes, we stand up for justice. Yes, we protect those in need. But we are not using tools of evil to take vengeance on others. We leave all of that judgment to God. The offering of our life then, today, Are there problematic situations that we have? Are there people that are getting under our skin? Are there circumstances that are not right? Pray for guidance today, friends, that we have the wisdom to understand how to proceed, what to say, what to do, so that we are not returning evil with more evil. But when in doubt, with a prayer on our lips, we seek God's guidance, that the evil will stop and not pass through us. It will not find a home in our hearts, but rather God's grace will be the response. God bless you all. This is Father Andrew, and I hope this podcast inspires your faith. Now, if you found it helpful, please share it with a friend, and you can help me by leaving a rating and a review. I keep all my listeners in my daily prayers, and I ask for your prayers in return. God bless you, my friends.